Ortho Athletes have revolutionized the game once again. Through their amazing app, you can find the top doctors in the entire state. You were the MVP on the field, now you'll be the most valuable patient off the field. Ortho Athletes treats you like a 5-star. Download the app now and use the same doctors as professionals. Welcome back to the Utah Preps Podcast. I'm your host, Moose Bingham, and today we're talking about tight ends, the men in the middle, the guys that get it done, the absolute beasts. We don't know if they're a tackler or receiver, but all we know is they are great mismatches. One of the best positions to go off because they are the ones that can get it done and create opportunities. So let's get started with number 10, Kai Passy. 6'4", 205 pounds coming out of Mountain Crest. And you're like, there's not a lot in Mountain Crest. Kai is there. He's a ferocious blocker that opens up his ability to sneak out and run routes. When you play Kai, you're going to feel it the next day. Seriously, some of the top pass catchers could block like Kai. They'd be national recruits. Kai still got 4 touchdowns. He's a secret weapon from Mountain Crest that deserves a lot more attention because he can do it all. He's going to be relied on a lot more this next year by Mountain Crest because of his ability to block, his ability to catch, and his ability to score touchdowns just like that. Kai is a kid that you can trust, and he is a hard worker. I can't wait to see what Kai does this next year from our number 10 spot. He's probably going to be higher when everything's said and done. Our number 9 tight end comes in, Charlie Cusimano, 6'2", 195 pounds, coming in from Park City. He is a dude that is listed as a receiver, but he just blocks so well that you're like, wow. He's a master of moving the sticks. Perfect security blanket for any quarterback. He's also a ferocious blocker. He's kind of one of those H-back tight ends in his offense where you're like, okay, this kid's going to get it done in any way possible. And when I say H-back, it's a guy who kind of scoots behind the line, can pop out, score a touchdown, can pop out, get a nice 10-yard gain just like that, and then is elusive enough to do a lot of different things. He's a kid that you're like, okay, on 4th down and 5, let's get 7 yards right here, and he gets it done. At number 8, we've got Dyson Richards, 6'5", 205 pounds, coming out of American Fork. American Fork has some great tight ends, and he's going to be competing with other tight ends coming up that I really like Christian Hanshaw. But Dyson Richards is going to have his first shake. AF always has 2 or 3 tight ends, like I said, and this year's group might be one of the best. Dyson is a stick mover. He's a reliable medium route machine that can block, and this year he's going to have a little bit more weight behind him. His quarterback needs to give him a break and throw him the rock in the end zone. Dyson has all the tools to be elite, and if he continues to grow, he's going to join the top players on this list. You just wait and see, because he had a growth year this last year. Now he's going to execute. And Dyson's a kid that can make plays. I can't wait to watch him and Hanshaw. That 1 and 2 punch, it's going to be reminiscent of other greats that have been there. At number 7, we've got Beck Coy coming out of Orem, 6'5", 205 pounds. He's a kid that I easily could have rated at X receiver, but he is just so tantalizing because a lot of these teams are looking at him and like, oh my gosh, we can put a little bit of weight on him and put him at that tight end position. Playing wide receiver and free safety is why I did this, because he is very, very strong. He's very aggressive, and he's more of a deep threat on the offensive side of the ball while playing Z, but he gives great receiving threats on the outside. He's also solid flying around at safety. He can hit. He can do a lot of different things. He's just a pure athlete. The more you watch the film, the better you like him. You're just like, this kid can do literally anything, and I just love to watch that. Super, super fun kid, super great athlete, and he's going to have a lot of mismatches with Isa Naliae and Kawe Akana. You're going to forget about Beck Coy, and he's a kid that you cannot forget about. At number 6, we've got Logan Batt, 2026, 6'4", 6'5" almost, 185 pounds coming out of Copper Hills, and I've heard he's put on 15 pounds of good weight. He's going to be in a great offense for him next year. He is a true red zone threat. Throw it up to him, and he's coming down with it. He's had 14 touchdowns and almost 800 yards. No one in the region can even hang with him. And I love that Copper Hills puts him in Z and is like, try and stop us. Every corner that he goes against is holding, and it doesn't matter. If he can slide into the college position of tight end, he may be one of the top tight ends in the state, and looking back, he's going to say, I wish I would have done that sooner. He's that talented. Logan Batt is a kid where I am just excited to see his growth, his potential, and Copper Hills has an absolute dog in receiver and future tight end. At number 5, we have Kai Wesley. Kai is 6'7", 225 pounds. The 3-sport athlete is a monster when you look at him. You're like, is this Goliath coming off the bus? My goodness gracious. And Orem has a monster weapon in him. He has all the tools to be the number 1 tight end in the country. He is at times he's celebrating in the end zone and shows that flash we expect from the 3-sport athlete. He has been growing into his huge body, and I think it will be a party for him this year. He's finally going to reach that potential that we've been salivating over. His 3 touchdowns last year were really impressive. He has the ability to 5 times that, though. He's a 15 touchdown kid with his athletic tools. He needs that fire to be number 1 spot when blocking. Last year, he got in the way. This year, he's going to make guys hate going against him. He's going to make them not want to play football anymore. The Baylor commit is amazing. At number 4, we've got Sam Nada. 6'3", 210 pounds, coming out of Olympus. When Sam hit the field after sitting out all of region, it felt like, then he came in and everyone felt his impact. Even though he was just a sophomore, he was solid at tight end, getting open in the flats, has enough wiggle to make the first man miss. But what makes him special is the defensive side of the ball. He's fantastic on the edge. I can't wait to see how he's used at Olympus this next year when he can play the whole season. He's a kid that you really need to watch out for on both sides of the ball because he could keep growing and be a phenomenal tight end, but his edge play is absolutely redonkulous. He's a kid that can be a national recruit, has great pedigree, and is a great person on and off the field. I really like Sam Nada. Olympus got an absolute steal in him. Coming in at number 3, Titan DeJong. 6'3", 215 pounds, 2027. As a freshman, I was like, oh my goodness gracious, this kid is the real deal. I was thinking, ring ding dong, here comes Titan DeJong. He's a 4.0 student in the classroom. He's a student of the game as well. He's also just a gym rat in the weight room. He's a fantastic tight end with soft hands that could catch a cold in the desert, but that's not where he's going to end up, even though he's a complete tight end at the next level. Titan will do anything to make his team better. He's more of a Jack Kelly type of prospect, and that is ridiculously high praise for me. The ability to play tight end makes him better because defensively he knows what people are going to be trying to do to him. And so that's really, really nice right there. Coming in at number 2, we've got Brighton Niu. 6'5", 220 pounds. The Oklahoma State commit coming out of Lehigh is a monster. He has everything you look for in a tight end. Every tool you could find. He has great size, soft hands. Lehigh splits him out a ton, and he got better as the season went on, having his best game against Corner Canyon, fighting for first down, going against 3 guys, and still getting it. What's most intriguing about Brighton is that he isn't filled out yet. He has a ton of room for growth, and he's just scratching the surface. What I want to see is his blocking develop a little bit more, but there's a reason he has dozens and dozens of offers, and Oklahoma State is thrilled about this commitment. He is the real deal, and I can't wait to see what he does in the next little bit because he's a hard worker, he'll get after it, and as his blocking comes along, he's going to be a guy that hears his name on Sunday afternoons, not just Saturdays. And finally, our number 1 tight end is Brock Harris. 6'6", 240 pounds, and I think that's selling him short, to be honest with you. Saying Brock Harris is the best in the state may be a disservice to his game. He is the best tight end in the history of the state and the best tight end in the country. And I'm including names like Chad Lewis, Dalton Schultz, and anyone else dared to try to be a cross between a tackle and a receiver. He consistently has 3 defenders around him, and I don't think that's enough. He is a true 6'6", and he's a problem blocking as well. You need to send him on a jet sweep? Great, he can do that as well. I mean, Pineview should be feeding Brock more because the boy is hungry. We need him to eat. Seriously, great representative on and off the field. We are just lucky to have kids of this caliber in the state, and BYU is lucky to have him on the roster. He is a top 30 prospect in the country, and I think he's criminally underrated. The future 5-star has been a pleasant surprise for Pineview, and he's going to keep on doing everything he can. We are happy to have Brock Harris as the number 1 tight end for the class of 2026 and the preseason number 1 tight end for the class of 2025 season.